Hello, it's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Let's talk about everything Pisces. Pisces starts February 19th and goes all the way to March 20th. In this video, I am also going to pull some tarot cards. I have my tarot cards here for each sign. Let's get really detailed about Pisces season and what does it mean and what does it look like for the collective. This is a timeless video. Okay, this is for every time it is Pisces season. This is the energy that you're going to get for the collective and even for a person who is in the sun, moon, or rising of Pisces. Of course, they are their individual, but we feel the energy anytime the sun is in Pisces. It's a deep time for emotion, intuition, connecting to our spiritual side. It's also a great time for transformation and spiritual growth as well. We just left Aquarius season, and Aquarius season is all about the future, science, and the group. Pisces season is all about internal energy and our desires and our feelings. You're going to see a lot of interest in spirituality, and it looks different for everyone. And also culturally, it's about having wisdom in the beyond. It's also a time to reflect because it's an inner energy, transforming your inner self and your shadow self. That is what the goal is during Pisces season. Spiritual self-care. You're going to hear that word spiritual. I should probably do a spiritual count. But spiritual self-care is really important because now it's not like self-care like getting my nails done. It's about self-care for your soul. And it's also a great time of releasing whatever doesn't serve you. Spiritually, what doesn't serve you. It's all about exploring what is your inner gut saying, your intuition, and going really deep beyond the surface level. A key word for Pisces energy is compassion and having compassion for others. So let me talk about Pisces rules the 12th house. The themes of the 12th house are privacy, escapes, secrets, hidden things, solitude, spirituality. The 12th house is called the house of self-undoing. And this is what I was talking about earlier about the transformation. It basically means you learn how to lose yourself to find yourself. It gets so deep. You take off the mask so you can become really who you are. So that's why I'm saying it goes beyond this surface level. It goes really deep. It's expansive. It is really depth. There's depth with this energy. You're letting go of your ego because your ego is all about the external self, and you're searching for unity and oneness. Also, too, they say Pisces energy is all of the signs combined together because it is the last sign. Hence what I was saying, that it's the 12th house. There are 12 zodiac signs, if you did not know that, and Pisces is the last one. So it is said that all 11 zodiac signs are combined in Pisces. And Pisces also represents the very end, but then a new beginning at the same time. And that's also in tarot and numerology as well. Pisces represents a season where winter starts to end and then it starts to be a touch of warmth. So that's why we have that things are ending and things are beginning. Also, too, if you deal with age, it is the death. And in spirituality, really the understanding of death is transformation. Nothing ever dies, it just transforms. Because it represents older age and death, you also, remember I said that it embodies all the 11 zodiac signs because astrology will also represents ages. And then here at Pisces season, we are at the end. So you have gathered all that knowledge and now you have the wisdom and to transcend beyond. It's about visionary and daydreaming. Okay, and there is going to be a lot of that. You may be daydreaming a lot. You may be dreaming, really feeling your dreams and remembering your dreams as well. It's a great time to journal your dreams so you can reflect on them and see what is this that the unconscious is trying to tell. Also about pushing boundaries because you want to go deep during Pisces season. It's not about staying within the limits. It's about what is beyond this. What What is this that we cannot see? I want to know what's on the other side. And that is when you're talking about dreams. That is the energy of dreams. So let me give you some keywords with Pisces energy of what we will all be feeling as a collective. I'm going to give you the positive and then the dark side, the shadow side, because each zodiac sign and everything in life has a yin and yang. There's always this duality of everything in life. And with Pisces, here are some positive things. I don't know another word besides positive and negative other than that is what it is, right? Like day and night. Receptive, intuitive, emotional, imaginative, creative, romantic, mystical, adaptable, impressionable, compassionate, creative. I said that earlier. And very changeable. Now here are some dark side keywords, and it is addictive tendency, deceitful, gullible, lack of boundaries, lost soul, easily drawn to unpredictable situations, and dealing with unbalanced people. So now let's talk about tarot when it comes to Pisces energy. And the card for the tarot now overall, and this is the African tarot deck, okay? And this is the card that we have here, and it is the moon. The moon card represents Pisces season in tarot. And the moon card, there's different things in the moon card. So let me show you, okay? And this is a different variation, but there is a dog and a wolf. These in this deck is actually looks like there's two dogs, but there's normally a wolf and a dog, right? And they represent our wild side and our tame side. That is what we have. And then it's the blend between the two. And then also too, you see the two towers is also like a balance and a harmony between your wild side and your tame side. So it's nighttime because Pisces energy is all about dreaming. And then you have water, and the water always represents your subconscious. That's what it symbolizes. Now this little guy here, he represents coming into consciousness. So coming out of the water, which is our subconscious, and coming into consciousness, and also the psychic abilities, because there is psychic energy when you're dealing with Pisces season, but especially if you're a Pisces person, okay, Pisces placements, then you have that as well. And this card also represents our shadow self because it's in the dark, right? And then we have the privacy and escape and secrets. That's what this card also represents. It also represents illusions, which you also get during Pisces season. Just to clarify, the moon also represents feminine energy, and also Pisces is a feminine sign. Okay. What is the ruler planet of Pisces? And I have my notes down here. I also want to get my water. Okay, so yes, now I'm hydrated. Okay, so the ruler planet of Pisces is Neptune, and that is the modern ruler planet. And the traditional planet was Jupiter, or is Jupiter, not was, is Jupiter. Now Neptune is the sea, the god of the sea, and Jupiter is the god of the sky, and both of them have in common is expansion, and you're talking about being more deep than ever. Okay, so it's just vastness of energy, and there is a world to explore. It's almost like space, right? It's beyond, and there's no limits. Like earlier I said, there's no boundaries. Neptune represents illusions, glamour, mystery, and deception. Neptune was discovered in 1846, and during 1846, the ages of the Pisces, okay? And during this time, you had the development of photography and film and pharmaceuticals. Hence, we have the addiction, occult, and cults. There was a spiritual movement, and the romantics was also during the season. And Neptune is a world about escaping, and also the art of romance. Hence why poetry is such a big thing, and music is such a big thing with Pisces energy. Art, love, illusions, photography, all that, and dreams is because Neptune is all about illusions, and you want to fall into an illusion, and it's great for inspiration and creativity. At the other side, it also could represent into addictions because you want to just be in an illusion state. You don't want to have the reality of stuff. You want to escape. Also, too, Jupiter is representing of expansion as well. So hence why you have Pisces really being involved of expansion. And Jupiter is also very faith-based. So there is spirituality with that energy. Let's talk about duality, which is about masculine and feminine. And the feminine signs are earth and water signs. And Pisces is a water sign. So all of the feminine signs are very receptive and very self-contained. It's all about inner energy and not external energy. They're more introverted, and they're worried, and they're more concerned about internal life, really concerned about the individual. Like the sun and the moon, right? The sun represents masculine energy and the moon represents feminine energy. And if you know anything about astrology, the inner energy is all about the inside and your emotions, where the external energy of the sun is all about what can you guys see, my ego, my identity, okay? That's what we have with Pisces. It's a feminine sign and it's representing feminine energy. Now we have the element. And the element of Pisces is water. And then the other signs that fall under the water are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And what do we know them all to have? Emotions, okay? You would say that they're mostly all sensitive. Memories is a big thing with them. There is some type of religious aspect and creativity with water signs. Also with water signs, it's not about grasping the physical element. It's all about going beyond what you can't see. And it's all about going with the flow because water is ever flowing. And water signs tend to have a lot of empathy and very sensitive energy. Then lastly, we have the mode, and there's cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Pisces sign is a mutable sign, and the cardinal is the zodiac signs that represent getting things started. And then you have fixed signs, and they are in the middle, and they're like, no, we're not going to move. We need to stay here. And then you have our mutable signs, where they're here to teach us, well, there needs to be a time of change. You need all three for a healthy balance and for great energy overall in life. All of the three are important. And then you have Pisces that it falls under the mode mutable. And it's all about versatility, changing under any certain changing with any circumstances, very flexible, very adaptable is a great word to describe a mutable sign. Okay, so the symbol, it's two fish and they're somewhat like tied together and they're going opposite directions. They're swimming opposite directions, which can represent several things. It represents hidden depths, shifting emotional currents, conflicting desires, searching for the inevitable, going off different directions because again, we have that mutable energy, seeking answers to questions, and then also to like one foot in reality and then another foot in the external world, in the world of dreams. Okay. We have the little symbol, right? And this symbol looks like, well, can represent two things. The two fish that I just discussed earlier, and then also two human feet, because Pisces is ruled by the body part are the feet, and also could represent two crescent moons connected by a straight line, which means higher consciousness that ties us to the material world, dominant word. And I found two dominant words with Pisces energy. One is I believe, and another one is I dream, okay? Those are 4 words, but dream and believe are the 2 words. And our most likable trait of Pisces energy is compassion. Also talk about the body part, which is the feet. And also during this season, be careful with your feet, foot injuries, especially if you have Pisces placements. So let's talk about the rituals during Pisces season. If you're setting an altar, what can you put on your altar? Lucky days for Pisces season are Thursday and Friday. Now the birthstone is aquamarine. Okay, I have a little aquamarine tower here. But I also have, it could be any crystal that is blue. I have here, which was on my altar. Here I have some blue crystals here as well, raw and not raw. And it could be any crystals that represent the color of the ocean. Aquamarine magnifies occult powers and brings serenity to the mind. It also protects you in the ocean. There are colors, Pisces energy colors, which you can use on your altar. Also goes with the crystals, which is pale green, turquoise, dreamy colors, anything representing the sea. And then also remember, Jupiter is the traditional sign for the traditional planet, and it is the sky, and they are both the same colors. Their animal, of course, is the fish, and a water lily, and white poppy trees, and willow trees. Anyway, so minerals, you have coral, lapis, and jade, and I have one of those crystals is a lapis crystal. Metals is platinum. Herbs are jasmine and iris. Essential oil for Pisces energy is clove. Incense, you can use vanilla or jasmine or both. Offerings are shells, anything from the ocean, anything representing a fish, music, water, anything water element as well can be on your altar. And then tools are crystal balls and mirrors. And the ritual themes is anything dealing with divination, anything going beyond the conscious, like anything dealing with the subconscious. So anything dealing with dreams and beyond this world as well, and psychic development. I also want to say that Pisces energy is not really discussed, but spirituality is very linked to sex as well. So anything sexual, and I understand some people are uncomfortable with that energy, but I just want to explain it. Anything sexual is also embodying Pisces energy. Let's talk about the decadence of Pisces season. It is broken down into 4 decadents, like all seasons are broken down into 4 parts, okay? And in the first week, which is February 16th to the 22nd, and that is on the cusp, we have Aquarius and Pisces energy, and you have the thought and the feeling element mixed together. And during this week, which just passed, it ended on the 22nd, you have success, orientated, concern, caring and secure, pessimistic, and isolation. The week of sensitivity, okay? Because each week has a main theme. Now we have the second decadent, which is February 23rd to March 2nd. And that is the week of spirit. It's all about spirituality, sensuality, transparency, emotional, irresponsible, and catastrophic energy. March 3rd to March 10th, which is the third decadent, and it is called the week of the loner. So there's a lot of energy of being reclusive, graceful, intimate, soulful, disappointment, and suffering. March 11th to the 18th, this is the last week of Pisces energy, and this is the 4th decadent, and this is the week of dancers and dreamers. It's all about philosophy and dependency and fostering. Now let me talk about Pisces the person, okay? So we just discussed the energy for the collective, and actually let me pull a card, and we know that the Moon Tarot is representing of that, and the advice when you have the Moon Tarot is that for the collective to watch for their fears, their shadow self, and to work on their shadow self, and also to don't be too stuck on illusions. Make sure you have clarity with your judgment. Also work on your inner self, which I said earlier, your feminine energy, because we all have feminine energy. And really go into the subconscious. It's okay. Get deeper than you ever gotten before, especially with the energy of spirituality. Okay, and then 2, it's a time of emotional. So don't be so hard on yourself. Practice compassion. Okay, so okay, for the collective, it wants you to have the moon. I promise you, I just shuffled the cards. So that's what it wants you to have. And that is the tarot for the collective. God is like, listen here. I said what I said. Pisces people, okay? Pisces people are we know that they're emotional and that they're sensitive. They're very poetic, and they have a lot of empathy, very self-sacrificing. There's redemption. There's a sense of being very vulnerable. They also go with the flow. It's best for Pisces energy to be near water and to daydream. And they also love gorgeous shoes, okay? Now on the dark side, Pisces people work on addictive tendencies and addictive behaviors, having deceitful energy and receiving, being gullible, because I find that Pisces tend to believe the surface level, and it's not about that. And also lack of boundaries, focusing on their soul, not losing their soul. Pisces are here for very deep spiritual energy. I love Pisces people because my line of work is there's no judgment. With Pisces energy, they understand it. And most of the time, if they want a tarot reading or an astrology reading, they know more than I know. So I don't even know why they asked. Most Pisces people tend to have tarot cards and rooms and spiritual divination tools. So I just want to say I love you, Pisces energy, because I love that you are here for that. Also, my grandmother was a Pisces. So I love that. And then I have a cousin who I was really close to, and she was a Pisces, and we would go to like meditation retreats. And this was, okay, in the 90s. Okay, so this was a long time ago. This was before Google. This is before all of that. So that's why I just appreciate Pisces energy. And I just want to say that. Let me name some Pisces celebrities and say some quotes. We have Albert Einstein, and his Pisces quote is, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." That is something a Pisces would say. Then you have Erykah Badu, who is also a Pisces. I'm a Pisces, so I am very closed book kind of person, hence the 12th house energy about secrecy and hidden things, right? Now you have Justin Bieber, and Justin Bieber, I hope I said his name right, Bieber. He is, look at his music, how he is very religious and he sings very religious songs. That is not surprising. And his quote is, "I am not who I was pretending to be. Often we pretend to be something we are not as a cover up of what we truly are feeling inside." And hence the transformation and taking that mask off and really going deeper than the surface level. And he has that in him with his Pisces little self. Then we have Janae Aiko, and she's one of my favorite Pisces. I do love Rihanna and Erykah Badu as well, but we have Janae Aiko. And Janae Aiko, this is her quote. She says, "There's a few sides to me, but I would say that things that come out a lot is when I'm sad or angry." And Pisces have an array of emotions is what you would describe Pisces energy. And then there's a sexual part as a Pisces woman. This is in her quote. They say that it's Scorpios, but find a Pisces. That is the quote of Janae Aiko. And like I said earlier, spirituality and sexuality, they go hand in hand. And then listen to her music if you're familiar with her music as well. It's a lot of intimacy, if you don't want to say the word sex, but there's a lot of discussion and topics of sex. And then she's very spiritual at the same time. So she is a Pisces through and through, okay? Oh, also, too, she sings a lot about escapism and addictions, too. Just in this by saying Pisces believe in every sense of the word when it comes to love. And forgiving is because they're mutable. So they're not going to hold that grudge. And that is what you get with Pisces women and men, okay? They wear their heart on their sleeve. They pick up on people's emotions very easily. Okay, so if someone's sad, they feel it. Their emotions, the noise, the color, and vibrations, they pick all that energy up. Also, Pisces energy tends to, depending on the aspects, deal with death a little bit easier because they understand it. They don't fear it because they know about the life beyond. Oh, and also a lot of Pisces are very psychic. They have a lot of psychic abilities. Either they have it through their dreams, which is very common for Pisces energy. Okay, so this is a timeless reading, which I'm about to do, and I'm just going to do all the zodiac signs. Okay? We're going to start off with Pisces, and anytime there is Pisces season, this is what God wants you to know. The Knight of Cups, and it's okay to be emotional, and it's okay to deal with romance and being in love, and that is what the Knight of Cups represents. He is the romantic man, okay? And you don't have to be a man, but romance is okay, and focus on that energy whenever it is Pisces season. Next, we have Aries. And Aries is the King of Wands. Ooh, Aries. So you're in your home place here with Aries energy. And it's all about being creative and also being very spiritual during Pisces season. And this is a king. So people are going to come towards you and ask for your leadership in those with that energy. Next, we have Taurus. Taurus, during Pisces season, it's all about being in abundance and dealing with family with abundance. Inheritance is also a big theme during Pisces season. I'm thinking more of family though, and being with family, and physical abundance is the theme during Pisces season with you, because it's all about internal energy, and you guys are already about material world, and you're also about family as well. So focus on those energies. Taurus placements, and Geminis, this is for you. Ooh, Geminis. It's like everyone be your true self. Gemini, this is all about collecting data and collecting information, and that is what you're good for. You're all about learning and getting this for the next step of whatever the next season, which is Aries. So right now, focus on gathering all your information, because you're going to use it to progress into your future to become very successful. Now we have Cancers. This is for you. Oh, God wants everyone, this is a timeless reading, so God wants everyone to live in their light. This is a King of Cups, Cancers, and the King of Cups is representing leadership. People are going to come to you because they're going to be very emotional, and this is your time because you are highly intelligent. Usually Cancer energy has an emotional intelligence, and people are going to go to you for your advice because they're going to be very emotional during Pisces season. And just accept that and be the king or the queen on your throne, and give them your guidance and leadership. Next we have Leos. Ooh, Leos. During this season of Pisces, there's all about clarity. And it's interesting because a lot of people have disillusions, but you guys are very spiritual people, so you're okay with this energy. I find Leos to be very passionate with their spirituality. And so then there's going to be clarity through spirituality for you, Leo placements. Next, we have our Virgos. And I didn't say Virgo is the polarity of, let me just say this. So Virgo is the polarity of Pisces, and Virgo is meaning polarity is the opposite, right? And Virgo is all about facts and things that you can touch, and they need to see the facts. And Pisces energy is complete opposite, right? And Pisces is all about my dreams and how did I feel, and trusting their intuition and going through life more through spirituality, where Virgo is about work and service. Okay, Virgo people deal with the hard facts and reality, and they're very practical, and they try to achieve material success. Pisces are a complete opposite. They're like, no, what is God telling me what to do, and what is my gut telling me what to do, what is the energy, and they're all about delusions as well. Yes. Okay, so Virgos, this is you. Oh, it's 2 cards. So Virgos, wow. Okay, Virgos, it's all about trusting your intuition and using it for your wisdom. And Virgos, I just want to say, because you guys are so practical, this is hard for you, but this is all about focusing on your intuition and getting out of that practical side, getting out of that I need to see the facts, but really going off of listening to your gut and your intuition. And then you see the moon there, okay? The moon is there like, look, I'm watching you. I want you to feel the emotions and to use that for your inner wisdom. Also, too, we have the 8 of Cups. Well, no, the 7. Then we have the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is all about not having clarity. There's too many choices, and this could also represent illusion too, because you cannot decide between the two. So be careful on what your choices are and focus on the inner goal, because you're going to have cloudy judgment, especially when it comes to your emotions, because the cups represents emotions. So Virgo energy, you're going to be very uncomfortable during this season, and it makes sense because you're the complete opposite of this season. So just be aware of that, and try to focus on clarity. You can journal. That would be great for you. And release, let the emotions happen and go off of what your gut is telling you. Do you need to go outside and be with nature? Let that be. Do you need to cry it out? Cry it out. Okay? Yes. All right. Next we have Libras. And for my Libras, we have the Chariot. And this is all about practicing willpower and also achieving and having action to achieve your goals. And Libras, you're very balanced. There's a decision that you have to make and you can't decide. It's okay. Go forward with this energy and practice willpower when going forward during Pisces season. Also, the Chariot does represent Cancer energy. So if you know a Cancer in your life, maybe this is saying seek some knowledge, and because earlier the Cancer is the King of Cups and they can help you with your emotions. Next we have Scorpios. Scorpios, you can stay in your pocket. You can be the Queen of Cups who you are. Tell it like it is. Scorpio energy is all about transformation. Continue to go deep and just be who you are. Okay, this is a great energy for you. And Pisces energy as a whole is telling you to be yourself. Okay, so be yourself. Go deep. Do not have surface conversations with people. Use your emotional intelligence and work in through love. Work when dealing with people and communicating with people through compassion. Okay. Next we have Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, you guys are going to be emotional during Pisces season. And you guys are very faith-based and very expansive, because Jupiter also is the ruler of Sagittarius energy. And it's usually you guys are very lucky and faith-based and very overly optimistic. But here there is negativity, there is grief, and there is sadness. I find that because it's Pisces season, you're going to be more emotional than ever. And you're not going to be paying attention to what you really have. And you need to focus on what God has given you and not what God has, because God hasn't done it, but what you don't have. Focus on what you do have, the blessings that you do have. And it's going to cause you to be emotional. But the answer is turn around. Okay, God's giving you 2 cups. God's giving you some blessings, and you just need to turn around your focus on what you don't have. Also, it's the 5, which represents change and conflict. So that happens during, and I find that if I tell this reading to a Sagittarius, they're like, no, I'm not claiming that. No. But, if it happens, Sagittarius, okay? Just remember, this advice is to focus on the positive, even though I know you guys do that. But there is going to be some emotional conflict that happens, because it's okay, because change is supposed to happen during Pisces season, and it's going to be emotional. And when that happens, remember the faith base. Remember what God has given you. Next, we have Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy, have faith and work on spirituality. You guys are very earth here, and now God wants you to know. Take that. Also, this is Aquarius, a sign for Aquarius, but take that and work on faith and spirituality. Okay, that is the focus for you during Pisces season. Lastly, we have our Aquarius, and this is for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, just be yourself. Be yourself, Aquarius. You have the Knight of Swords. This is a little bit fast energy, so you guys will be fast. Aquarius, again, the first card was faith and hope, and was the card for and spirituality, which was representing Aquarius. And I have an Aquarius daughter who is very spiritual energy, and she does move fast, and it's basically saying to be yourself, Aquarius. So be yourself, be the humanitarian that you are, practice compassion for others, use your words, use your clarity, and use your mentality, which is clarity, but logic. Use your logic during Pisces season. Okay, so this is it for me, and this is a timeless video. So share this if this is a Pisces in the next year, or if you know a Pisces or whatever. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Oh yes, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And yes, also I have a newsletter. Click the link for the newsletter, because I have one. I give that out every week. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.